Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, "Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, "Human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am." Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Greg, tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting. There are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship. What do you think?
You know, there will never be a substitute for balance. But I just think with the evolution of the skill that we see in our game, the coaches and players being so smart, you do want to keep the opponents guessing. But let's face it, the three-point shot is here to stay. It's really simple math. 3 is more than 2.
So the Nets starting 5. Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4 slot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
To the middle. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Middleton for 3. The rebound by the Nets. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits and makes sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Here's Middleton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now here's Durant. Shot on the wing. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down. Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Holiday against Irving. Pass to Durant. From the arc. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
So it's the Bucks now after the basket by Brooklyn. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. KD passes to Irving. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So a moment now to see the story on Kyrie Irving. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. First in free throw percentage, 7th in scoring, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Holiday against Irving. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And that one hits back iron. Down low. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Over time, the game has changed, and there's some new wrinkles to Lopez's game, and that introduction of space is helping out this offense.
And here's Harris from the arc. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo, shoots over Brown, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
That jump shot looking better and better from Giannis. When he gets in a rhythm, it becomes dangerous.
Brown outside. Back to Irving. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Antetokounmpo. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Durant. Harris dishes to Irving. Nailed from three-point land.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
Now Holiday. He had 16 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play offense.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
First free throw is good. As we look ahead to the playoffs, Brent, what surprised you in your first postseason appearance back in, what 1997? Wow, a long time ago.
How old were you at that time? All right, anyway. Focus. The level of play when it comes to the playoffs, they know everything that you're doing, and they know what you're thinking. So you best be ready. I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4. That's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan, with arms that go on for days, just toss that ball anywhere, and he knows what to do with it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss. The Nets with the lead. Brown inside, defended by Middleton. Irving can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here is Holiday. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. The pass to Giannis. 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Durant's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Love to watch KD out in transition. Puts a little flair on the finish.
And here's Middleton. He's coming off a 22-point game against Chicago.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
How about Middleton saying, you take that, I got some payback for you right here.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brown. And James subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Middleton, the pass to Portis. Shoots over Griffin. A rebound by the Nets. KD's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Shamet. And the Nets, another 3.
And Shamet doing what he does best, scoring from distance. That's some nice accuracy.
Bucks trail by 8. Middleton outside.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Green kicks to James. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Middleton looking it over. Drops one in from the wing. Middleton's got 10 points in the game.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Pass to Durant. Over Teague. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 8 points for him.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
A floater. Shot's good by Middleton.
Ooh, the soft floater from Chris Middleton guiding that one over the defense.
Nets leading by 8. James outside. And Griffin, here we go. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Teague. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From 13. No good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's slammed in by Teague.
And Teague takes advantage of the room he had in front of him, creating an easy opportunity for himself.
The feed now to Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant!
Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Bucks. Down by 12. Passes to Middleton. Fires for three. He can't get that one, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. They double team KD. In the corner, Shamet with it for the three. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Shamet's got his third basket of the night.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
James with it. Outside Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Inside, James kicks to Shamet. Bucks trail by 13. In the corner, Middleton with it. Milwaukee the rebound, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
The Bucks have had two chances at the line already, making them both.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
That's good from Tucker. Both shots good from the stripe. 5 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The three from KD, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Chris Middleton can guard multiple positions out there, and his defensive effort solid on that play.
And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis had this to say.
I know if I put the work in, maybe 10 years from now I can be the same sentence. But I got to put the work in, and whenever I face him, I got to show up. I cannot be taking day off against him.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Just stretching out the floor that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, PJ Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Teague. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. He's off on the second. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Kevin Durant. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Now, here's Teague. An 11-point game for him in the win against Chicago.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And here is James after the three-pointer from Jeff Teague. James dishes to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And that one is good. Teague's got 9 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Irving. He's coming off a 28-point game against Portland. Dishes to Griffin. It's deflected. Teague feeling it out a bit. Here's Tucker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
On the wing, James. Defended by Middleton. Irving's shot is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And he has not been on his game here. He is forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Bruce Brown in for James. Brown with it, now guarded by Middleton, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Griffin.
Good hustle from the big man there. Love seeing Lopez work hard, get down low, make a difference on this end.
Griffin against Giannis. That shot is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Antetokounmpo. 5th in scoring, 8th in rebounding. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Now here is Holiday. And the dunk by Giannis.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Irving passes to Jordan. He kicks it to Brown. Irving against Holiday. Irving attacking. Count that bucket.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused. Not going to be denied down there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot.
Free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Pass to Giannis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Now here's Griffin. He has 5.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Middleton with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Jordan sends it back. And they're able to recover. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Lopez. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Timeout called, the Bucks. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
While there's a break in the action, here are the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA, revealing the top three-point shooters. You take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Bobby Portis.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Here's Irving. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. A pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And the foot speed there of Griffin on full display. So explosive driving to the rack.
Middleton against Harris. And that one drops.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Middleton against Harris. Here's the floater. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Griffin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the athleticism of Blake Griffin poses many problems for the defense. Can't fault them for hacking him there.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right
Take
around 74.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Blake Griffin.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Both free throws good from Griffin.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Holiday. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Holiday perks up a little bit when he gets to the inside, knowing that there's the possibility of some contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
First one falls for him. And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Good on both.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Here's Irving. He's got 18. Pass to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Passes it to Harris. Lopez against Jordan. He dishes it to Durant, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 14 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Durant with the steal. Pass to Irving. That's tipped.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
The Bucks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from a summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
And the Bucks making a change here. Teague's checked in. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Nets leading by 7. Outside Irving. There's the pass to Durant. Shot, high post. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Teague against Harris. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Free throw good, Teague.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
James checked in for Brooklyn. And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And they double up James. To the paint, here's Irving. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Irving against Holiday. And he converts the layup. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Tucker's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Landry Shamet's checked in for Irving. James dishes to KD. They double-team KD. Clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis left side. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
Now here's James. Pass to Durant. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively. And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Nets making a change here as well. Jeff Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Durant. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
The shot's good from Forbes.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And so James will bring it up for Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's all about Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Teague with a clean look. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. And they double up James. Outside for KD. Pass to Green. Nets passing it around. And it's Shamet missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Here's KD following the bucket by the Bucks. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Drew Holiday. James looking around. For 3, Harris. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Giannis high post. KD's on him.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Durant, the pass to Harris. 30 seconds left in the first half. Here's KD, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. KD's got 21 in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
They double him with James. Here's Forbes. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Forbes has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Shamet with the steal. With 1 on the clock, the shot, no good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 21 points, 2 steals, and 5 assists. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
It's the work they've done in the paint that's impressed me. A lot of their points have come from the inside. They need to keep that production in the post coming in the second half.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Nets with the lead. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Brown in at the 2 guard. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Milwaukee's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Burnett shooting the ball really well in this game. 58%. Pass to KD. From deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good work defensively by KD. Nobody near Irving. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Irving's got 23 points.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now here's Middleton. Here's Lopez. Shoots over KD. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Lopez.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Brown. Lopez with the block. DiVincenzo against Brown for the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Now Irving, he's got 23. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Irving. Pulls up on the wing. The shot comes out. Good D by Holiday. And stolen by Irving. And the pass to Harris. Middleton against Irving. Outside, KD. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Antetokounmpo laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Irving passes to Harris. Brown right side. And it's sent back by Lopez. And here's Middleton. He's got 16. Loads it up for Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coach has always talked about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Griffin's checked in for Harris. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Nets. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Bucks, just a couple spots back.
And I think for the Bucks, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
The Nets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, there is continuous energy in DeAndre Jordan's play, really hustling on both ends and influencing those plays with that activity.
And so Jordan nails both of them. Here's Holiday. He's got 8. To the inside, DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 8 here in this one already. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Irving kicks to Brown. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
And they continue to control the glass.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Irving. 23 points in the game. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 6.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Here's Lopez. They lead by 7. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 6.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Holiday with it. Guarded now by Irving. To the paint. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Brown. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. The shot's good from Irving.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
Middleton outside. Holiday against Irving. Bounce pass, Holiday. Antetokounmpo against Durant. Pulls up. Antetokounmpo, no good. Nets trail by 5. A 3-ball. But they'll get another chance. No good from Durant. Here's DiVincenzo. Feeds to Holiday. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Pass to Durant. Taken away by Holiday. Bucks passing it around. The wide open look here for Lopez. That one wide left.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Andrew Shamet comes in for Kevin Durant. And James subbed in for Brown. Passes it to Forbes. And here is Portis. Kicks to Teague. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Teague's got 16 points.
And while Teague definitely gets bodied a little on the drive, he shows tremendous strength to play through it, rise up, and make that one.
Now here's James. Pass to Irving. And Brooklyn with another turnover here.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. how this year has shaped up for him. Putting up about 10 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
DiVincenzo with it, defended by Griffin. DiVincenzo with it. Can't hit from in close.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Teague, the pass to DiVincenzo. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. DiVincenzo's got 9 points now in just the second half. Nets trail by 8. Outside Irving. And there's the pass to Shamet. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Why don't we now look at the league's highest scoring teams? The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Bucks number 1, the Nets second.
You know, both these teams can beat you in so many ways, but it's usually by outscoring you. They possess a whole lot of offensive firepower.
Pass to Portis. And Griffin sends it back.
Great to see Griffin going hard on the defensive end. Rejections like that are crucial to his development.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Shamet buries the long-range jumper. Shamet's got 11 points.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Teague with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Nets trail by 5. Pass to Shamet. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, I've heard people argue that Blake Griffin could play some point, and actually de facto point forward is working out well for him.
The Nets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Giannis, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Free throw good from Shamet.
Landry Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 29 points. Teague can't hit. James outside to the middle. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by James. James has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Teague against James. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Bucket is good. Teague's got 4 this quarter.
I love to take a picture of that floater from Jeff Teague. The D can't do anything to stop that.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Griffin, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Nets trail by 3. Inside, there's Shamet. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Now here's James. Out to the wing. Here's Griffin. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. And Forbes kicks to DiVincenzo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second 3 of the half.
James, the pass to Griffin. Shoots it up. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Griffin's got 13.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Bucks.
They get it again. Nets trail by 6. Pass to Irving. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Hard not to like Blake Griffin when he's doing things like that, looking to throw it down every time around the rim.
There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Great communication on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they... Oh, he got it to go!
Patient. Bam. Woo.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll return shortly. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing it. Keep moving the ball. Keep cutting.
Well, Mike likes how they're working the ball right now.
And, you know, Coach highlighted, it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague. And it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Shamet after the made shot from Bobby Portis. And they double up James. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
Brooklyn with the ball. Griffin dishes to James. Just 5 on the clock. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Portis finds DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Nets trail by 5. Here's Irving. Now the pass to Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Griffin is physical right there, bumping in and picking up a personal.
And the first one drops.
Traditionally, we talk about power forwards. I mean, is that not Blake Griffin? It applies to every facet of his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And the Nets making a change here as well. Durant's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Middleton outside. Teague left side. 5 on the clock. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Nets trail by 6. Now here's James. Durant up top. That one drops for him. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
With KD, there's just not a spot on the floor where once he gets it, you don't feel like he's confident and comfortable to score. Tonight, inflicting some serious pain.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Shooting Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo. At the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Giannis.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
2-possession game now, but he'd still like to have back that one he missed.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
Outside T. There's the lob, and Kumbo throws down the alley-oop slam.
And while Teague certainly looks for his shot often out there, he also possesses strong handles and a good passing ability.
KD passes to James. Six on the shot clock, and they double up James. There's Brown with the 3. A rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Back to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
An outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard. And a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here's James. Timeout called. The Nets. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there. So it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now here's James. Down low, here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Picture-perfect roll. Cutting the defense to pieces with the quickness was DeAndre Jordan.
Pass to Giannis. Holiday against Jordan. Here's Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Lopez has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks. And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. They double team KD. Brown wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Now here's Middleton. There's the lob. And Kumbo hammers the alley-oop through.
And the athletic Middleton on that play snakes his pass right through the defense. That's a nice pick and roll.
To the inside, Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside Holiday. Outside Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Durant. Nets trail by 6. To the middle. Here's James. Banked in off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here is Holiday. This is it to Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And really making the most of his opportunities there tonight. Hasn't been the struggle we sometimes see him go through.
Pass to Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And the Bucks with possession here. After the basket by Brooklyn. Nets trail by 4. And they double up James. And a wide open look for Jordan. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And they double up Antetokounmpo. And that one, good.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Harris outside. It's James atop the key. He kicks it to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Good on the shot.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Holiday against James to the paint. And Giannis throws it down hard.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Holiday against James. The pass to KD. Over onto the Kumbo. KD can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 6. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists tonight. Now Durant. Outside Jordan. Back to KD. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. KD's got 30 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Lopez. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Brown outside. There's the dish to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, love the attitude there of Jordan staying with the shot despite being grabbed.
And that one misses.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Middleton the pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
James outside. Poked away. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's sent back by KD.
The large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Shot from the inbound.
Well, excellent job. KD timing the contest there and using his length to bother the shot.
Harris against Middleton. Tipped away. Taken away by Holiday. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. KD draws the double. He feeds it to James. For 3, Harris. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo against KD. From about 19 feet. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. KD's got 32 points in the game. DiVincenzo against Brown, and stolen by Jordan. Ahead. And it's Brown missing. Milwaukee leading by 7. And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn.
Kyrie Irving.
Irving against Holiday. Back to Giannis. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets trail by 7. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Good. Durant's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now here's Durant. Kicks it to Harris. Offline with his three.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 assists.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high-percentage shot inside.
KD draws the double. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And here's Holiday. Passes to Giannis. Connects again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Durant for three. Here's Harris. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. From downtown, and it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 11-point game. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Out to Harris. Shoots. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And KD with the lay-in. Durant's got 36.
Well, rebounding is about positioning, but for KD, a lot of times it's his timing and his length. So he goes in there and uses those to great effect.
Holiday against Irving. Outside Holiday. And so the Bucks take the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Giannis, obviously a big matchup tonight. How locked in were you all tonight?
We came out tonight. We knew it was going to be a tough game. We played hard, we played together, and that's why we got the win. And I'm really proud of my teammates.
Well, it was a team effort that led to a big W, man. I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.